folks, you heard it first. Midland Outdoors has gone completely tactical. We've summoned our innermost mall ninja to hunt down and install one of the baddest bipods on the market, this angle grip front thingy, and this scope. As we all know, what good is a .22 assault rifle without a 4-powered scope?
Let's take a look inside the box here. Here we go. We have the Mossberg 715. Let's go ahead and check out that chamber. Make sure she's empty. Got nothing in there. Nothing at all. There's no mag in there, so we're good. So to lock the chamber back, you pull back on the charging handle and push in, and that'll lock it back. So again, chamber's clear, no magazine. Now, let's take a look at what all comes in the box. So we've got the 25 round magazine. I don't know if you guys know, I'm sure you do. The 715 is actually a Mossberg 702 Plinkster, just in this plastic clamshell to make it look like an AR-15. I want to be very clear, this does not function anything at all like an AR-15. Now, that being said, standard 702 Plinkster magazine, they took the base plate off and stuck on this little clamshell / magazine extender, and now it's 25 rounds. I think you can get extra ones for about 30 bucks from Mossberg and most other dealers. Another very important piece to this puzzle, the magazine loader. It's good that they include that because that thing gets pretty hard to load. We've got our gun lock and of course the manual. Just like that right there. See, even the owner's manual says 702 Plinkster. Got pictures on the breakdown, all that good stuff. Alright, throw that stuff back in the box. Again, magazine. It's got the levers on either side. And there are lots of magazine fix videos on YouTube, so if you're having any troubles with it, check it out. Now, back to the gun itself. So at first glance, it looks just like an AR-15. It does have 6-position collapsible stock. The stock's made by ATI. And in doing some research, you can actually swap out the stock. They are commercial buffer size, commercial buffer tube size, so you could put a different AR-15 stock on it. And that's about where the similarities end with an actual AR-15. As you notice, there is a cross bolt safety in the trigger frame there. The magazine release is this goofy little thing right here. It's pretty cumbersome, actually. The charging handle is a piece of plastic. And then, of course, it's got the side charging handle. Yeah. And again, pull up and out. Locks forward. The magazine will hold the chamber open. The gun will also fire without the magazine in. So let's go ahead and move up. Take a look at the rail here. It is a quad rail, so that's kind of cool. It does come with these iron sights, which are actually decent. They don't feel cheap. The entire gun feels cheap, but the sights definitely do not feel cheap. We've got the sling mount there on the front. The barrel is treated with a like a matte finish, anti-rust, and it does. And this is a really cool thing about this gun. It does have a threaded barrel. So if you fill out all your paperwork, you could get a can for this thing. But it comes with a standard A2 flash suppressor, or sorry, flash hider. So normally in our videos we usually show you how to take the gun down, take it apart and clean it, and put it back together. That being said, this gun is just a huge, huge, huge pain in the butt to take apart. If you guys do want us to do a video taking it apart, let us know in the comments below. And if we get a couple folks that want us to take it apart, we will. But basically, I'll give you the rundown. So you back this screw out. That screw on the back that I just showed you screws into this screw. You have to pretty much use a punch tool to get this out. You've got screws all in the frame. You got to take the side rails off. And then, once you get it all apart, this is like 2 clamshells. It just pops right off. The stock tube comes out, and you can even take the foregrip off of this part of the shell. Once you've got that off, you've basically got the guts of the 702 Plinkster. You'll need a punch tool to get the trigger grouping out and all that good stuff to clean behind it really good. But so albeit a pain in the butt to take down, still a pretty cool gun. But don't get this if you're planning on training, using it as a cheap trainer to your AR, because it is not that. So let's go ahead and take it out of the range and see how it does.
As you may have noticed, we did remove the factory iron sights. We did shoot it before we removed them, and they were very accurate. I was very impressed with them, all the way out to about 50 yards. But we went ahead and took those off and opted for the Tacticool little scope here. All these additions, these little Tacticool pieces and everything, they all came off of Amazon. They're designated for airsoft guns, but this is essentially a glorified airsoft gun, so it works just fine. Like I said earlier, this is definitely not a good addition to your training regimen if you're trying to familiarize yourself with your AR-15 on a budget. This is not going to do it for you. It just doesn't function that way. The one cool thing about this, though, is the stock here will accept AR-15 commercial butt stocks. So you can get a different stock, like a Magpul or whatever you want to go with. And the Picatinny rail is pretty much standard. So let's shoot it and see what we think about it. Alright guys, so our test ammunition today is going to be Remington Golden Bullet. I have a feeling it'll fire just fine. We've shot it with Blazer, Winchester White Box, CCI. We've shot pretty much any brand you can think of through it, and hasn't choked up yet. It does come with a little loader. The only problem with said little loader is this little nubbin right inside there. You can see it's kind of worn down and bent, and what happens is once the magazine gets full, the pressure that you use to push the next round down to load your next round in is causing it to go in between the shell that's in the magazine and the magazine wall. So it's really tearing that little nubbin in there, as you can see it. But anyway, so let's load this magazine up. It holds 25 rounds. Count them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 3, 4, and 5. Alright, so we've got the magazine here. You do have these little tabs. I've seen sometimes they get stuck. Maybe the spring comes loose in there. There are a lot of videos on YouTube already that kind of show like their opinion on a quick fix for the tough magazine loading. So the first 12 rounds or so go relatively quick. That's 10. Started getting sticky. That's round 20, and it's getting pretty hard to press down in there. causing that little nubbin to go to the right or left of that little shell there. And 25. We know it's all full, so we have a round indicator, 25, 20, 16, and then how many ever, 16 minus whatever that is. So there it is, all loaded up. Let's crank this baby up and see what she can do. All right, let's charge it up. Let her rip. Missed a few, but every single round fired relatively quickly. And I tell you what, this gun is actually really quiet. I always suggest ear protection, but I mean really, with the flash hider on there, all that sound's kind of like channeled out up there. You really don't get a lot back here, so that's kind of nice. With the scope, it's accurate, clearly more accurate than myself. But man, that is fun to shoot. Let's shoot it again. All right, give her another go. All right, guys, overall impression, for about 300 bucks, you can have yourself a very, very fun rifle. Very cool to shoot. Ammo's cheap, looks cool. So I really like the gun. 300 bucks isn't too bad. Thanks a lot for watching Midland Outdoors.
Well, hang on.
Is it.
I want to shoot it.
All right. Here you go.
All right, it's my time to shoot. All right, guys, thanks for watching Midland Outdoors.